Hi there everyone, it's Mr. Mac. In this video I'm going to show you how to analyze your data with Geogebra using the variable analysis tools. So there's three tools. One is for analyzing a single set of data, one is where you've got two data sets, the multiple variable analysis, and the last one is where you've got a set of paired data, for example height and weight. So in just 4 steps I'm going to show you how to create beautiful graphs and diagrams for your mathematical reports. So let's get straight into it. This is for anyone who wants to analyze data sets. If you're in grade 8 or above, you should be able to understand most of this. You should already have a basic background in statistics and data and know some of those techniques shown in the bottom right of the screen. Okay, so this is what we're going to do: organize our data in a spreadsheet. Then we're going to go to geogebra.org. We're going to copy and paste our data into GeoGebra's spreadsheet, and we're going to highlight and choose the variable analysis tool. So let's get into it. The first thing to do is to go to geogebra.org. So I'm going to start a browser, and I'm just going to type in geogebra.org in the browser window. And there's no internet connection. Don't you just love it? So once you're here, you can either choose to load the online version, that's this Math Apps one in the middle, or I would recommend that you download and install the desktop version. Okay, so I would recommend this one here. Pause the video and come back here once you've downloaded and installed GeoGebra. Okay, so pause now. So once we have GeoGebra downloaded and installed, I'm using the desktop version. The first thing we need to do is to go and organize our data in a spreadsheet. So I'm going to go over to my Google Drive, and here I have some data in a spreadsheet. This is actually the populations of the countries who competed in the last Olympic Games. Copy that data, go over to your GeoGebra and simply paste it in. All we have to do is highlight that data, and we choose the single variable analysis tool. There it is. Let's go analyze. Now you can see it's very heavily skewed data. Let's just make this a bit larger. We can change the size of the class intervals on this histogram, this little bar. We can choose to show summary statistics for the data set. We can choose to show the data itself. That's coming out in the middle there if I turn the statistics off. And we can also choose to show side by side or one graph above the other. And we can also choose different kinds of graphs: histograms, bar charts, box plots, dot plots, stem and leaf. Now I particularly like the way this program deals with outliers in stem and leaf. So you can see the outliers in the box plot here marked as crosses, and the outliers here are written in standard form. So this is 4.6295 times 10 to the power of 7. So I like the way it deals with those. So this is for analyzing one variable. It's very powerful, it's very simple to do. The second thing, we need two sets of data which are related. Now these are not pairs of data, these are just two separate data sets. So we go ahead and paste those in, just using the right click paste, and then we'll highlight those two columns, and this time we're going to be choosing the multiple variable analysis. Works in a very similar way. This time we can only see stacked box plots. So we can also show the statistics here, which appear down the bottom. Now with a smaller font that would look better, so you could play around with options, font size there to make those summary statistics at the bottom look a bit better. And yeah, the only option here is the stacked box plots. Okay, but it is useful for comparing two distributions. Now the final tool is for when we have pairs of data. So here let's take this year and sprint times for the women's 100 meter in the Olympics. So we'll close down that. Let's paste this in. Now remember, these are pairs of data. So with this data we can do a scatter graph. Now scatter graph is actually an example of regression analysis. Hence we're using two variable regression analysis tool. Press analyze and we get a beautiful scatter graph drawn. We can show statistics or not. We can show data or not with these two things, and we can also ask it to plot a line of best fit using either a straight line or any of those other mathematical functions, log, polynomial, etc. So that's really quick and easy way to get a scatter graph and align a best fit, and you can see we've got the equation down there, so we can actually evaluate for particular values of x what would be the y value. Okay, and vice versa, if we switch the x and the y dependent variable, then we can type in y variables to get the x variable out. Okay, so I hope that was useful. Please go over to my YouTube channel, subscribe for more videos about how to do maths quickly and easily, and some other stuff about design, HTML and screencasting, etc. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.